Yep, we are live. We are working now. Okay. I believe we are. Let me see what I got going on here. Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the War Room. And today we're going to play a solo game of Flashpoint South China Sea. This is by GMT Games, and it was designed by Harold Buchanan. And I am going to play this game solo. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and mix up a few things here. Alright, we'll go over everything, but let me just set up the board. For information purposes, we are going to be playing as the U.S. We're going to be going up against China. We're going to go even, Steven, normal. Alright, you can do one of three options. You can either go normal, you can go easy, where you get a couple of points to start, or you can go hard and have the Chinese have a couple of points to start. Once this little piece of wood goes either to 15 on either side, the game ends in that victory. Alright? The Chinese, they do not use a reserve box, so these will go over here, and they also don't use political warfare either. They do a different system. They still do political warfare, it's just different. We, however, will keep the same as you see right here. 4 in available, that's 4 little influence cubes, and then 2 in reserve. Alright, excuse me. I live in the Midwest. If you ever wonder why in my videos I hack and cough, it's because I live in the Midwest. Weather's up and down constantly. So next we're going to place 2 of the Chinese cubes into the economic spaces on one of these particular countries. And then we'll also place 2 more into the diplomatic areas. So what we'll do is we'll take the solo card right here, and we will flip it. Okay. So the first card is going to the Philippines, and then into Indonesia, or the first cube. So Philippines will go here into the economic, and Indonesia right here. Okay. Then the diplomatic cubes will go into Malaysia and Vietnam. Alright, Malaysia and Vietnam. Nice. Now, with that information, we can put this away. Now we're dealt our 6 cards. I will put this a little higher up here, and I will take 6 into my hand. Alright, not a good hand to start. A lot of Chinese cards. Alright, I'll put this on the table so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, but we can see, let's see, if the U.S. has the most diplomatic influence in the Philippines, move 2 Chinese diplomatic influence. Okay, so there's a way we can get to the Philippines, alright, but we don't have any Philippines scoring card, damn it. So we're going to depend on them to play a Philippines scoring card, and I'll explain that in here in a second, and hopefully I can hit them with the mode. Alright, so I'm going to, I can place these anywhere I want. I'm going to go Philippines, 1 Vietnam to kind of even out Vietnam. And do we have a Brunei? We do not have a Brunei. Let's go ahead and go, we do have an Indonesia. Let's go Indonesia. Alright, we're set up for the game. Alright, 1 second. Keep water near me, just so that I'm not hacking and coughing all night. Alright, so this is the board. The board is basically just a counter to see what's going on amongst the world of the South China Sea. This is the People's Republic of China availability segment. This is where their cubes come from for the solo segment. This is our availability area for the U.S. and the reserve. Okay, whenever you push tensions to critical, you'll have some of your cubes go into the reserve, and you have to pay to get them removed back out into the availability. So that could be a very annoying little thing here. The political warfare track is like a bank where over time you can play cards to put these little guys here, and it's a zero-sum action. So anytime I want to, I can wait till it's filled up, or I can wait till there's only 2. My choice, I can activate this and attempt to lock down a country. Locking down basically means the Chinese would not be able to put any influence here directly. However, they can still put in CRs, and I'll explain what that is in a second. Alright. We have the tension track. The tension track for the US, it doesn't really mean much, but for the Chinese, it's costly. The higher the tension track goes up, the more costly it is for them to place CRs into the regions. Okay, CRs, I believe, are those little islands that they build, the fake islands. So I believe as you place them there, they act as points towards the Philippines from the outside. Basically, the Philippines can be locked down, but the Chinese can still add a couple of these guys here, and you can score on that. That's one of the scoring cards as well, which is right down here, your CR FunUps card. Okay, the FONOP is the Freedom of Navigation Operations points. This is the U.S. naval presence in the area. So even though the Chinese are building this up, the U.S. could put naval influence into the area. Now, the big difference between the two is that the Chinese, once they build these CRs, they don't go anywhere. They stay for the rest of the game. However, for the U.S., we lose them. They leave. You know, the ships can't stay forever. So they leave. I'd have to place more for them to be put in there. So it's costly. It's costly for me because I have to keep putting them there. As for the Chinese, once they're there, they're stuck there, and they're there forever, unless the Chinese player removes them due to card play. Okay? Alright. Each country has two sections. We have the economic section, we have the diplomatic section, and they do pertain to card play. It'll mention it on the cards that you have. You know, if you have the most, like here, this one here, if you have the most diplomatic influence, so they're talking about the lower segment of the countries here. Okay. What else do I have? Obviously the points track. You have the campaign track. Basically, I'm going to be playing 6 cards, and once I'm done, that'll end the campaign, and it'll go down to the second campaign. And I'll do that 3 times, and then the game is over. Alright? So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's start the game. So the Chinese will, or the AI bot will always go first. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to pull a card. Okay? Now, normally what you do is you put the card over here and flip it, because there's going to be a discard pile here, but since that's not the case, that will be placed here. The first thing we do is we look at the lower left-hand corner of the card. That is your scoring flag. So if they can score Malaysia, which they can, they will. So it's 1 point. It's 2 cubes versus my 1, so the difference is 1. We'll go over to the Malaysian card. It says here, compare all the cubes in Malaysia and the Spratly Islands. That's the Spratly Islands, there's nothing there, so they're only going to get 1 point. They can only get a max of 2, so I'll flip that, and they will get 1 point. And that ends their turn. They end immediately. So now, I am going to play my cards, and I have a lot of Chinese cards, so I think I'm going to play them early, just to... No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to play this card. I'm going to set the tension to... It's too high. Okay. And I'm going to place a cube. Let me take a look at what I got here. I got a couple of cards I could play. Let's go into Malaysia. Yeah, let's do Malaysia. Alright. And by me going to high tension, here's something I can explain to you right now. The Chinese, every time they place a CR, that's what they want to do. The AI always wants to place CRs first. They cost, at low, 1 ops value of a card, okay, to place a CR somewhere. At medium, it costs the Chinese 2. And at high, it costs them 3. So it's a very costly game. I don't want to go into the CRT, because that means I'd have to push one of my little available cubes into the reserve. So I didn't want to do that. Alright, so the Chinese will go next. Okay, it's a 2. They're going to see if they can score the Philippines. They cannot. Okay, and they would then check their mode, which is not a friendly card, so they can't do it. So now we'll pull out our Flashpoint solo card. It is a political warfare card. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to try to do a political warfare right now. So the way this works is, if I'm going to pull another card from the top, if that card is a 3, that is, if it's over this card, it fails. If it's a 2 or a 1, it succeeds. It's a 2, it succeeds for them. I'll put it underneath the card, or underneath the deck. Okay, so it succeeds. So the first thing they're going to want to do is lock down a country that they can score in. Alright, Malaysia is open, I believe. No, it's not open. So they will go to the next card, which is down here, Vietnam. Vietnam is open. Yep. So they will lock down the Vietnam by placing a cube here. And they get to remove all the cubes of one of the economic or diplomatic sections, whichever one's the biggest. If they're both 3, if I both had 3 in here, they get to pick. So the economic ones will go to my availability, and they basically get a free shot at Vietnam. So now, with this being locked down, I cannot place cubes in here except through cards or by placing phone ops. Alright? But since they did that, they're going to go to critical. Alright? Now, they don't go to reserve, but that means they're done. They can't place any, they cannot lock any more countries, neither can I. They cannot place any CRs. So it does give them sort of a little bit of hindrance themselves. Alright, let's see. I played a really good card. What was that card? Move all Chinese economic influence from the Philippines to available. I do have no, I don't have Philippines card. Okay. Let's see. What could I score? I do have Indonesia. Let's see. I don't really care about that, the Philippines, because I own it for now. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do... so if I play any of his cards, there's a chance that those cards will go off based on these little symbols. That's called a mode symbol. Economic, military, and then there's one more, I think, political, right here. So if I play that card, he can come back and hit me with it. Let's see. I do not have more. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, I do not have more than him. Alright, I'm just going to take a chance. Okay. I'm going to place 2 cubes. One Indonesia. Perfect. Okay. And hopefully he doesn't catch up with Indonesia. So now he's going to play his card. And of course it matches. Yep. So the first thing is, can he score Indonesia? No, he cannot. Okay. Let's see. Can he score economics? He's got 1. He's only got 1. He can't score more than me, so he's not going to do that either. So let's see. So that's no good. So we're going to do another solo card. There is no political warfare, but he can't place anything into the CRs, but he can't score Brunei. Let's see. No, he can place one there. Yep. So he's going to place an economic cube in Brunei. That's what he wants to do. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead while it's kind of early. No, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put 1 in Indonesia. And just to kind of keep myself protected, I'm going to put 1 in economic Brunei. Alright, let's see what he does. Alright, he's going to send the tension to low always. And that ends his turn with that on. Well, hold on, wait. Can he score Indonesia? No, he cannot. Okay, so he will set it low, and that'll be his turn. That's interesting. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and score Indonesia now. And that'll give me 2 points. 1, 2. Alright. We can flip this over. He can only score 2, and I get to push 1 of my available cubes, or reserve cubes, to available. That's a very nice little touch. Alright, let's see. I think I'm playing this game right. Alright. He has Philippines. Can he score the Philippines? No, he cannot. Alright. He has no match, so we'll put this over here. We're going to flip over the solo cards. There is no political warfare, and he can play CRs, and that's what he wants to do always. So he has, what, 2 points? So he could place 1 into the paracels. Okay, that'll stay there. But that goes up. Every time you place into the CRs or front ops, the tension goes up. All right, and it gets expensive. So now he has to pay for 2, but he only has 1 point left. That was a 2-point card, so he has to place an economic card that, or a point, or cube, excuse me, where it's not shut down. Vietnam is not shut down, so he is going to place 1 into Vietnam. That's dangerous. He's got a lot of points. The max points is 3, but still, I mean, they'll put me right back at the bottom. All right, I will play. Let's see, Malaysia. No, let's do this one. I will set it back up to high. Okay. I will place into Malaysia. See if I can score 1 more point. I don't know if that's smart or not, but we'll see. All right, next he is going to pull his card. All right, it is a 3 card. He is looking for CRs. So let's see. He compares his CRs and fun ups, and then he gets a differential. So he has more CRs than I do. He has a point, so that'll bring him back down. We'll flip this, and that'll go away. He's done. Okay. Now let's see what this card is. It says here, U.S. accuses China of major human rights violations. Move 1 Chinese diplomatic influence to available, and place 2 U.S. diplomatic influence. Ooh, that actually would be pretty good. If that's what I want to do. Or I could score Malaysia. Let's see. I can bring myself back to a point ahead. Or I can set myself up for the future. I think I'll do that. I'm going to play this card. I get to move 1 Chinese U.S. diplomatic influence to available. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. No. You know what? He's got a lot of dudes. No, we'll do it. And I get to place 2 U.S. diplomatic influence. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay. And that's it. Once I play my cards, the game is over with, or the campaign is over with. So the first thing we're going to do is... I'm trying to remember. Yep, deal 6 events to each side, or event cards, so I will get 6 more. I always get them first. Oh, I got a bunch of my cards this time. All right. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn any played scoring cards face up. All right. Then we will move all lock and fun up cubes to their space. All right. So this goes to availability. CR stay, but if I had fawn ops, I would lose them. All right. Each side moves 1 of their economic cubes of each country into their own available space. None here. I got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, and then the Chinese 1 here, 1 here, 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 and here. Whoops, I missed it. All right, they go into here. Very nice. All right, finally, we move the tension levels 1 space to the left and move the campaign tracker down 1. Okay, and that's it. We're now ready to start the next game, starting with the Chinese again. Okay, Brunei. Can they score Brunei? No, they cannot. Okay, let's go ahead and flip. Oh, this I have to go back to. Okay, they have a political warfare, so it is a level 2 card. They're going to pull. They made it, so they're going to go into the Philippines and lock it down. So they're going to place 1 of their guys into here. All right, they will choose from the economic. All right, and that sucks for me. And the tension goes up 1. All right. All right. Sons of bitches. All right. Nope. Let's see. Carl Vinson. If there's at least 3 U.S. influence in Vietnam, place 2 U.S. influence in Vietnam and 1 FONOP. I don't. Okay. What else do I have? I do not have the most influence. Well, I got what, 1, 2. They got 3 plus that one. That's 4. Oh, I could do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm gonna play this card. All right. UN action petitioned. Okay. It says place 2 U.S. diplomatic influence. So I can go anywhere. Then, if the U.S. has the most diplomatic influence, which it will, I'll receive a point. All right. So I definitely want to play into Vietnam. I have a couple of those. So I'm going to go one into here. Okay. I'm getting sneaky now. And let's put one into... Let's put one into here to protect the Philippines. Okay, because this is a card play, I can go in there even though it's locked. I can't directly put one in there from the ops value. So I did that, and since I have more, I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 1. I get a point. I will take that. All right, Chinese. Ooh, economics. Can they score economically? They got 1, and they got 2. You're looking at the economic sections. I've got 0, I got 1. So they can score 1. Yep, they can get 1 point. So they'll get 1 point. They will score economics. All right, which they will always score a point. Did I move this track back, or did I put it? I'm not sure. Who cares? All right, they scored. All right, now, it says here, if the U.S. has the most influence in Vietnam, move 2 Chinese diplomatic influence from Vietnam to available. I don't know if I want to play that. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. This one's a big one. I have 3 influence in Vietnam. I could place 2 more influence in Vietnam and place 1 fun op. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. So it's going to kind of suck because here's what's going to happen. 1, 2. Yep. Goes up, which means 1 goes back to reserve. That's okay. All right, I caused it. Yeah, it doesn't matter in card play. If you do the fun op, it doesn't matter. Okay. But next turn I can score. I got plenty of points here. They'll give me 3 good points. All right, let's go with the Chinese. Indonesia. Can he score Indonesia? No, he cannot. And this card is not his friendly card, so he can't score Vietnam. So we'll put this here. We'll do this. No public political warfare. He cannot go into the critical, but he can place 1 into the Philippines. So he's going to place 1 to the Philippines. Okay. He gets 1 more. 1 more into Indonesia. Smart move, smart move. Okay, and that's it for him. I'm going to score... I think I'm going to do this one. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's score Vietnam now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2. So I get 2. Vietnam is scored. Cool. All right. It's my card. It's CR Fanop, which is open. However, it's even Steven, so he's not going to score it. All right. Yeah, he's not going to score it. Let's flip over the card. It is political warfare. Ah, shit. All right. So he's going to do that. Now, here's a tip. If you got a 3, it's going to win, no matter what. But you still have to flip over the card. So it shows you what card you lose for that game. You're not going to see it again in this game, so it kind of sucks. So he succeeds. So we're going to go over here. Malaysia. He wants to lock down Malaysia. So let's do that right now. So locks down Malaysia. I'll get rid of my economics. Okay. Fine. Bastard. Let's see. I think while the getting's good, I'm going to score Indonesia. Okay. Alright, his turn. Typhoon. Alright. Can he score? He already scored the Fonops. They don't do... The AI doesn't do the events, so let's move on from there. So let's go ahead and flip our next card. No political warfare. Okay. He is going to place some guys into... Vietnam's been scored, so he doesn't want to go there. Philippines has not been scored. So he's going to put 1 in there. Okay. Okay. And then Brunei. Yeah, Brunei's a really good prime target, too. Okay. I think I'm placing those correctly. Alright, so... That's his turn. What do I want to do? What do I want to do, boys? If there are more Fonops than CRs and Parasite, no, there's not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to put 1 here into the political warfare, build that up, and bring 1 out. Okay, And then he is going to do his last turn. Alright, he cannot score Indonesia. Indonesia, oh no, I scored Indonesia. That should be flipped. Oh, shit, wait. I scored that earlier, guys, sorry. That should have been pushed over. Technically, I didn't have to do that, so I'll place the second one here. My fault. He cannot score Indonesia, but we're going to go over here. Political warfare. Alright, if I get a 3, it doesn't go. Nope, it goes. Bastard. Alright, and he wants to lock down, not Vietnam, because that's already been scored. Malaysia has not been scored, but he already locked that down. Philippines has not, it's already locked down. Indonesia has been scored. And then we have Brunei. So he's going to do that. He's going to lock down Brunei. Okay. And just for your information, that lock cube is worth another point. So if he scores, it just helps him. And finally, I will score this guy here. Let's go ahead. Let me go down here. I lose the font op, so it doesn't matter. No, let's go here. And that's that. So my next turn, the final campaign, I can go ahead and try to lock down something. And that's that. Okay, so now we are going to get 6 cards. Okay. Looking good, boys, looking good. Whoops. Okay. And we are then going to turn all the scoring cards face up. Beautiful. Next, we're going to turn move all lock and font op cubes to their advanced space or their available space. So this goes away. Lock cubes, lock. Okay. Next, we're going to each side moves an economic cube, starting with me. 1, and that's it. I just had the 2, but he's got a couple. 1. It's kind of one of the bad things about economic cubes. They go away. Each side moves their, move the tension level 1 space to the left. We're down to high. We're down to 3. And this is going to be the final campaign. Alright, so this is it. Let's see what happens here. Chinese are going to go first. Okay. China seizes U.S. submarine drone. They don't play the event. I don't know why I read that. So Vietnam, they will not score. They don't care about that. They're going to flip over. There is no political warfare. So they are going to place, it's a 3 card, so they can place into the Spratlys. So they're going to take 1, and that'll be the only option they've got for the Spratlys. So Malaysia is kind of even Steven. I do have a diplomatic cube there. Place 2 font ops at Scarborough Shoal, but I get to set the tension to low. Ooh, Scarborough Shoal. And that'll take care of my, yeah, let's do that. Scarborough Shoal. I set the tension to low, and I think, I'm sorry, I should have put that there. Okay. Oh, do I want to? I don't have anything else to play a Philippine card, so I don't think I want to do that. Okay, don't want to do that. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my political warfare card. So same thing, I select to flip it regardless. It's a 2, which is safe. The Chinese card that goes away. Okay, these go away. I get to take 1, lock the Philippines. Now I have to pick either economic or diplomatic, but whichever one is the biggest. So economics will go. Alright, the Chinese now are stuck not putting anything in. I have 4 influence inside of the Philippines. Alright, and I get to play my card. So I'm going to play, I think I'm doing that right. I get to play my card, my Philippines card for the score. And I can only go up to 3. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, flip. And I'm done. And that should piss off the Chinese. Alright, Brunei. Can they score Brunei? No, they cannot. Alright. No political warfare. What is that? A 3. So they are going to place into Scarborough. That's what they're going to do. So Scarborough. Are you you going to Scarborough Fair? Okay. You can always place into the FONOP CRs because it's outside the country. And that's his turn. I got all his cards, and that's all I need. I think I'll play this one because it's not as harsh. I think. No, because it's... Do I have a Vietnam card? I do not. I have all CR FONOPs. Brunei, I've got nothing for Brunei. Indonesia, I'm going to score Indonesia while I can. Okay. Indonesia, and I get to push anything off from the reserve to available, which I cannot. Alright, so let's go. Alright, they always set their tension too low. Done. Okay. Now, it's my turn. I do not like that. So I'm going to play this card. Let's set it back to high. I am going to place a... What do I have? I got Brunei, CR FONOPs. I'm not going to even compete. He's got 3 of them, so I'm not even going to try. So let's go into Brunei. Yeah, let's do that and score another point, hopefully. Alright. Chinese, can he score economically? So he has 2 to my 3. 1. So he's got 1. 0. Nope. Hold on. Economically. For each country which has only economic influence, it would say CRs or FONOPs. So CRs, no. No. Yes. Yes, 0. So, nope. So he's not going to score at all. He's going to set tensions too low again. Okay. Let's see here. Now I got a bunch of his cards. What do I do? You know what? I'm going to go... I got 2 3s. I can place 3 Chinese diplomatic influence, move 1 diplomatic influence from 3 countries to available. Let's do this one. That one's not so terrible. Let's go there, and let's place 1 here. Here, that's going to save me. 1, 2, and let's go here. Okay, and it goes here. Okay, I think I'm going to win this game. Brunei, can you score Brunei? No. Tension's so low. That's killing him. He's getting these level 1 cards, and if he can't score them, all he does is he lowers the tension. So I am going to score Brunei. Yeah, I think I'm good here. If I play this game right. Economics, he cannot score economically. Yeah, no, I got it. Alright. I didn't you know what, I probably didn't do that. That's okay, it's fine. So, 1, he's going to place his little CRs. So, into Paracel. That was a 2. And he's going to put the other one into Indonesia. No, Indonesia's been scored. Brunei, which has been scored. I scored that. I forgot to move that. Vietnam has not been scored, so he's going to do that into Vietnam. Boom. Boom, baby. And it's that. I won, so it doesn't matter what I play. So I will, well, he could come back. I mean, there's a chance he can even it out. So I will play 1, 2, 3. I can't win in the CR FONOP. So I'm going to play 1, 2, and oof. Let's go here. Okay, that's the end of the game. So now we're going to do something completely different. After the 3rd campaign, turn any played scoring cards face up. Okay. And score each of the 7 scoring cards in the reference number order. Determine the winner. Alright, so we start from left to right. So Brunei, So it is 2 points for, no, actually it's 1, 2, yep, 2 points. 1, 2. Okay. Indonesia, it's 0. All right, we have Malaysia, which is 2. Oh man, I really scored this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. Oh, I got this for sure. Malaysia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's 5, 1, 2. So that's 3 more. Oh man, I did a perfect score. If I get one more, it's over. For each country in each side, the most economically, he's got it. 1, nothing. 2, me, and that's it. And then compares FONOPs and CRs. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 versus my 3. And that's it, 12 points. I scored that pretty good. I think I did that right. I might have screwed that up. Not sure. All right, this is my first live stream. This was kind of a test, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I've never done this before, so hopefully I can do some more live streams from this point on. If I made mistakes, please let me know. Like I said, I wasn't really thinking about it.